Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I'm George ONYIBE, and of course, addressing issues of utmost importance as it concerns us as a people. Not just as a people, but as Nigerians. You see, there is a movie titled The Gladiator. And one of the words I take at heart when I watched that movie was as simple as, what we do in life echoes into eternity. And believe me, our work and our deeds on the social media platform before our people, which is simply community value advocates, it will last beyond the pyramids of Egypt. And I can tell you and assure you that after we are long gone, everybody will bear to the testament that we did represent the truth. Nothing more, nothing less. A very quick one this afternoon, the topic I simply titled Reuben Abati, the physical image of the invincible Nigeria. If you are somebody who is a social media individual, I should say, if you are stuck in the matrix, you will know that in the recent time, Reuben Abati is gradually becoming an individual that must be slaughtered. You got to destroy him. You got to talk down on him. You got to finish Reuben Abati. I've never believed any man is flawless. I've never believed that there is any individual out there who is, how do I put the grammar, infallible, like every other person, just like me. We all have our flaws. But you see, trying to become another person is a problem. Reuben Abati has proved to the Nigerian state in recent time that he's not trying to be anybody. He's trying to be sincere. He's trying to be diplomatic. He's trying to be transparent. You know, recently he made a statement, should I say a press communique on the Arise TV, and he was crying and complaining to Nigeria that if we want to build a Nigerian all of us can be proud of, there are certain character, there are certain quality, there are certain attributes we should frown at. And one of which he pointed out, that the Igbo Biafra people don't sell land to non-Igbo. You're taking time and studying the social media platform. All the animals from the southeast, as Nnamdi Kanu called them. You don't know the Kanu, that idiot. He said Nigeria is a zoo, which means from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the then former immediate president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, and all of you who have worked with that cabinet, all of you are animal. I didn't say this, and honestly, I can't say this. I love Jagaban. I love Muhammadu Buhari. We say, I am for all of you, I am for none of you. I am borrowing the words of one idiot called Nnamdi Kanu. He said all of you are animal, from Senator Akpabio to Senator, every idiot senator, all of you, hopeless senator. I didn't see it, because none of you have persecuted Nnamdi Kanu for calling the whole Nigeria, from Ojukwu wife Bianca, which we were looking at her breast, resume, and the rest of it. He said all of you are animals in the zoo. He didn't stop there. Nnamdi Kanu didn't stop there. On Radio Biafra, he said to the whole world that certain group of animalistic Igbo people in UK, they are animals, monkey and baboons in the cage, useless people. I didn't say so. He said, Indi Igbo bondowa borono, all Igbo people are cursed. I didn't say it. I am trying to wake you up as a hopeless Igbo man. I'm trying to wake you up from your hopelessness. Look at me very well. You see, the worst you can do is, you say, let's kill that guy. I will be a martyr, and my blood will haunt all of you for a very long time. And I know the criminal-minded Igbo will be very free to kill anybody just to shut us up. But believe me, You allowed almost 6.5 million or 10 million Igbo children to be starved to death, to be murdered, to be killed. Just because Ojukwu and Aguiyi-Ironsi did not only want to control the oil in the palm oil in the east, the cocoa in the west, the granite in the north. At the event of discovery of crude oil in Niger Delta, Ojukwu and Aguiyi-Ironsi wanted to control all of them. And to control all of them, they led over 6 million Igbo people to their death and more than 20 million Nigerians to their death. And so when you kill me, my life does not really worth more than that. But let me remind you, you cannot kill me because I am your destiny and I'm your doom. You would have been dead before you do that. Let's get it straight, okay? Now, this topic is simple. Reuben Abati, the physical image of the invincible Nigeria. You see, as a Christian, I am a Christian. Not because I agree with everything about Christianity, because I would not violate my conscience for any reason. Being a scholar, having studied the religion's book, the church history from volume 1 to volume 1 million and other religious, I studied Quran. Most of you would not know. I was able to put my perspective in place and I made my stand. And I don't condemn any of you. I could categorically tell you that when I say Reuben Abati is the physical image of the invincible Nigeria, it's just like a theological slogan that said that Jesus Christ is the physical image of the invisible God. What am I trying to say? Religiously, when Jesus is referred as the physical image of the invisible God, we are simply advised to look at Jesus' lifestyle, and then we can be able to visage how the Almighty Creator looks like. He is not the Creator. He is the representative of the Creator. And looking for the Creator, I need to go back and see how Jesus has lived his life, and then I follow him up. Not every one of you will agree, because some of you are Hindus, Bundush, Mandush, Mukru, Muslims and the rest of it. It's okay. I do not antagonize you. I do not challenge your faith. That is one thing I will never do. But I understand, sincerely speaking, that the last wife of Muhammad, what do you call him? Of blessed memory, the father of the Islamic nation. They call him, why did I forget his name? Muslim, help me. I don't know why. But let's see, I forgot. The father of the Islamic nation, the last wife is a Christian. The founding father of Islam, his last wife is a Christian. And I could tell you the history of what happened between the Crusaders and the rest of it. Just misunderstanding. Today there is a war between Christians and Muslims. Muhammad has told you the truth. Go and look at Muhammad's last wife. He's a Christian, a Catholic woman. Because when Muhammad got encounter with the Creator, the first place he needed to go was the Catholic Church. Go and study your church history. And when he got to the Catholic Church, he saw different images of Holy Mary and Holy Jesus. And Moses had rightly said so many things that Muhammad didn't agree. And he felt these were idol worshippers. That is where or what originated the crisis between the Christians and the Muslims. In Nigeria, we have found ourselves. Thank you, Don P. Mohammed. Thank you, Don P. Very well. Thank you. It's not as if I forgot. I want, I need the audience to tell me so I know you are following up. Thank you so much, Don P. I will never disrespect Muhammad. To those of you who are Islam, I respect you. And I could humbly say, how do they greet? How do I greet my Muslim friend? I will say, his name is Musa. He's from Kogi State. When I call him, I say, why am I forgetting? Maybe I needed you to tell me. Let's move on anyway. Muhammad had an encounter with the Creator. I was not taught this in the mosque. I was taught this in the church. And he embraced Christianity and discovered some loophole. He moved back and formed a sect and formed a union, which you are seeing today. And that is why they simply say God is the judge of all. And now, you see why I brought in Reuben Abati in this instance. Reuben Abati is just a single man who was trying to be sincere. And all of you who love one Nigeria, you will understand that it is simple. We want a prosperous Nigeria. We want a unique Nigeria. A Nigeria will be the envy of everybody. But how could we attain to this level? How could we achieve this goal if we are not transparent, if we are not outspoken? You see, let me tell you what you are not taking notice of. Before, the Hausa will tell you, Idoma is not an ant. TV is not an ant. Gwari is not an ant. Nupe is not an ant. But I'm telling you, they can't call a meeting now to include the middle belt. It's our work. We give credit to the Creator. Before now, Igbo criminal-minded individual will be shouting, Agba is Igbo. Now, they are dragging their feet to claim me as an Anyoma man. And they just started, I must tell you. The Yoruba would have come and tell you, what do they call it? Show where is Yoruba? Our Peking born them. No, all these things are not necessary. Have we not suffered enough? Can't we choose to embrace the truth as part of our beating heart? But I know your problem. You don't want to come out naked. You see, before this broadcast, I posted some of my pictures as a reverend. I'm not a pastor. If you call me pastor, it's an insult. I'm not a pastor. I am a reverend. By implication, I am, what is this grammar? I'm properly indoctrinated. I'm well learned. I'm educated. There was a suit I wanted to wear out this morning. If you look at that suit, those of you who are called to bar, Nigerian Bar Association, you should know the implication of that suit. Maybe in my next broadcast, I may have to put it on. So when you are busy trying to disgrace yourself, in that competent court jurisdiction of this our one loving one Nigeria, I will disgrace you. And I will make sure that when we are done, your license as a lawyer will be taken from you. Why can't you save all our children? Because some of you are planning, courtesy, Igbo Biafra people. Oh, let's shut him down. Let's kill him. You make a matter out of me, that will be the end of all of you. That is why I tell Igbo Biafra people, I am your destiny. I am your doom. Reuben Abati was called in the Arise TV. And I don't know what actually led to the discussion. And he humbly said, if we want to build a prosperous Nigeria, a loving Nigeria, there are certain things we need to discard. Igbo people have been on the social media and every other platform crying, Nigeria marginalize us, Nigeria kill us, Nigeria suffer us. He said, but then there is somebody who married Igbo woman. And this person decides to build house for the wife as Igbo person. And then Igbo people say, no, we won't sell land for you because you are not Igbo. Since then, they have to destroy Reuben Abati. You can destroy Reuben Abati for Igbo people. You see we South. You see we Niger Delta. You see we minority. You will not destroy Reuben Abati under our watch. But let me educate you first while we are watching what Wazobia will do to Reuben Abati. It is simple. You will not do that. You don't have what it takes anymore. It's over. He said our one Nigeria or you will give you Bukmo scatter. You think we are joking? We don't threaten people. We make you a promise. Reuben Abati, as a progressive-minded individual, say, with this mentality, we can't build a loving one Nigeria. And he gave a narrative of how Igbo people refuse to sell land to somebody who is not Igbo. And these useless, hopeless, animalistic Igbo people are jumping everywhere, buying land. They are the indie developer. God will punish all of you. Don't worry. We know under Ojukwu and Aguyurunsi, to control Oye from Niger Delta, you were willing to kill over 6 million Igbo people. We will help you to kill 20 million Igbo people to make sure you don't sell this your lie. You should be ashamed of yourself. They're everywhere. Oh, Reuben Abati is Reuben Abati. You people don't have sense. If you want to see how Nigerian can prosper and remain Nigeria, follow up Reuben Abati, what he said. Follow his pattern of seeing the truth. Now, let's look at it. Let me tell you a story so you'll be able to augment my message overall. There was a journey that was being undertaken by two friends. One of them name is Lies, and the other is Truth. Truth and Lies were close friends. They decided to travel a long distance, embark on a journey. And having traveled so many days, they were dirty like as I am dirty, hungry like as I'm hungry, living in uncompleted building as I'm living in uncompleted building. But they said, we need to rest. Let's rest. Because they sighted a pool of water. And they said, the lie said to the truth, let's have a shower. We're almost dehydrating. We need to freshen up. The truth said, that is correct. The truth pulled all her clothes, drop it by the corner, and jump into the water. But the lie did not pull. The lie waited for the truth to jump into the water, rubbed soap everywhere, and couldn't see properly. The lie pulled her garment off, and then put on the garment of the truth. And while the truth was struggling to wash out the soap from the eyes, the garment has disappeared. The lie have disappeared with the garment of the truth. And the moment the truth was able to wash the soap out of her eyes, he looked around, he didn't see the lies anymore. The lies has not only gone with the garment of the truth, but as well went with the garment of the lies. The truth came out from the water naked. He couldn't move forward nor backward. You know, it's disgraceful for the truth to begin to walk nakedly. And the truth thought about it and said, I have a choice. Either I die in this isolated land, or I should be ready to walk nakedly to get my garment back. And so the truth said, well, let me go naked. So the truth nakedly went into the community, into the city. And everybody was mocking at him. Oh, see him brokos. Oh, see him peno. Oh, look at your breasts. The truth had to take this insult. He needed to clothe himself. And after a long walk, he catch up with the lies. And the lies was putting on the garment of truth, very glorified, telling everybody a wonderful, unique story. And the truth came in and said, lies, why did you do this to me? Before we start, give me my garment. And the truth dressed up. And that was when the hypocrisy of the lie was exposed. What am I trying to say invariably? If you want to say the truth, you must be ready to walk naked. Just like the truth, you must be ready to walk naked. So when Igbo Biafra animals start telling you, he's a criminal, he's a teacher, I don't bother. This is the nakedness I have to walk. They try to destroy me. This is the nakedness I have to walk. They try to blackmail me. This is the nakedness I have to walk. They try to character assassinate me and deform my image. This is my nakedness, and I give it all. But you see, you can't disgrace me because there is no disgrace in the womb that gave birth to me. I don't know if you get it. And finally, the truth has to go naked all the time to prove a point. That is why we go to this extent. If you know get sense, get sense. Reuben Abati came out as a naked truth. And today, all Igbo animal, all Igbo criminal, Igbo Biafra, useless Igbo people. You know, don't generalize it, but you generalize Yoruba. Even hiring a Yoruba to defend you. You generalize Hausa, even though those Buhari is dead. All of you banon, you don't have sense. Until we begin to see Igbo people calling Igbo people to order. This journey, we are just warming up. We have not started. And so all the whole Igbo people, I was listening to one this morning. He said, Reuben Abati is wrong. Now, let me tell you what happened. You know, I'm from Edo State and I'm from Delta State. But I choose to say I am from Delta State because Abo people are divided into two. Orionwa local government, I should humbly say that about 20% of Orionwa local government are Abo people. But let's take it like that. Peter ADELEYE of Rivers State is Abo man. If you're listening to me, Google Abo. It will tell you Abo is in Rivers State. Because many of our people are not just in Delta or Edo. They are in Rivers State and Anambra, to mention but a few. Let me know that's grace further. Okay. This my brother from Edo State learned how to sell boutique fashion. And when he graduated from Igbo man shop, he moved to Anambra Ochanja Market to open shop. He tried almost 1 year to rent a shop in Ochanja Market, all to no avail. He now take advantage of his fellow apprentice Igbo people and say, help me get a shop. It's very difficult. The progressive-minded Igbo apprentice that learned with him helped him secure a shop in Ochanja Market. And then when he started trading in Ochanja Market, Igbo people soon discover that he's not Igbo. He's a Benin man. They told him, you can't be here. They started frustrating him from one strategy to another. The guy did not yield. He said, no, I want to be here and I will be here. Ochanja Market, Anambra, Wadi Amakwama. What they did to him was to mobilize. And they boggled his shop the first time. They boggled his shop the second time. And the boy didn't have, the Benin boy didn't have money to continue his business. That is why I returned to his village. But we are not doing this to Igbo people. That is why they are telling you, Igbo develop Lagos, Igbo develop Nigeria, Let me tell you the truth. We are having our South-South Summit, 2nd of December, 2024. The same year, Igbo Biafra will declare Biafra. And do not think you are going to see us in South-South Summit. Because this time I have been yapping on this platform. We have been registering everything registering. Come and leave Nigeria. Come and leave our one Nigeria. You see that thing you are looking for? We learn from Nnamdi Kanu. We learn from Ojukwu. We learn from your politician. We learn from your Igwe Kana. We learn from all of you. We learned very well. And we're going to deploy all of them in the coming days. The sacrifice of my life will not be something too great for the Creator to ask for. To make sure my children will not fall in your dissolution. Okay? Now, Reuben Abati come out to build one Nigeria. We must tell ourselves the truth. Igbo people are, oh, Reuben Abati, oh, Reuben Abati, Reuben Abati. But this is the truth. Go and check every problem Nigeria is facing today. Without Igbo man, Nigeria will not have problem. I am very humble to differentiate them. I always call them Igbo Biafra. But maybe from next year, if the true Igbo people do not want to expose this lie, we will drag all of them along. It's as simple as that. Is there anything you are going to do? Igbo emiliemu aye aye Igbo eme galokwa di haye n'enu wa kanye no haye Igbo eme gamukwa nwa haye n'enu wa kanye no haye Igbo emiliemu haye. Because the least fucking thing you can, we're going to kill him, let's kill him. That is what you people are doing already. But I am your destiny and I'm your doom. The people who killed Jesus never knew killing Jesus will make few ignorant men to turn the world upside down. And so we're along the line. Maybe when you kill me as Igbo idiot that you are, Nigeria will reset automatically. We shall know who is majority when that time comes. But let's, for the sake of the next generation, let's not get there. And so when I say Reuben Abati is the physical image of the invisible Nigeria we're looking for, what I mean invariably is that Nigerians need to come to a stage where we tell ourselves the truth. And say, Nigeria is not Wazobia. Nigeria is a country that presently acknowledges 250 ethnic groups. But we are more. And then if we toe by this line, it becomes a crime to tell me you are Wazobia, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are Igbo. And so I am irrelevant. It was this pain that made Southern Cameroon the England foe of Francophone Cameroon to pull out of Nigeria. They were reporting to Enugu. The same crime was what made Francophone of Adamawa state of Atiku Abubakar to move in, switch into Nigeria England foe. How long are we going to wound ourselves? Reuben Abati was being sincere. What we need to take Nigeria forward is transparency, sincerity, truth, and nothing more. We could have addressed the current position of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. But you see, we will not pull through because it's going to be a fight between Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, which has been the very clause in the wheel of our progress as a nation. And now, if you are Igbo listening to me, you know it's true. I used to have a 4 plot of land in Abia State between Umweka. You know where they call Umweka? in Abia State and Owerenta. I have a 4 plot of land along that way. They have murdered Ikechukwu Gwoha because he know the truth. This 4 plot of land, when I went to claim the owner, Igbo people started fighting me. Then I was drunk in Biafra. It was Ikechukwu Gwoha who was murdered by fellow Igbo that called me and said, leave this land. Maybe he has heard what Igbo people want to do to me about that 4 plot of land. And I say, Nnamdi Kanu aware. He said, Nnamdi Kanu is aware. What he will advise me is to leave that land. I left my car with Nigerian DSS. One of my car, Toyota Starlet, red Toyota Starlet, fully padded, air conditioned. It's still with the DSS. When they released me, I didn't collect it back. And so leaving my 4 plot of land for Igbo Biafra, Abia people, it's not a big deal. But I listened to Ikechukwu Gwoha. And he said, you see this land, leave it. Somewhere we will make it. The same way they told me, forget your motor for DSS. Nnamdi Kanu even told me they will buy me another motor. To buy me another motor, I become a criminal. Thunder that will fire all of you is warming up. Between Igbo Biafra. Now all of you are disassociating from Biafra. If you continue to push this thing, I bet you in the next 1 year, you will not agree to be Igbo. When we call you Igbo, I say, no, I no be Igbo. You go answer Niger Delta or Yoruba Delta or Hausa Delta. Mark my word. So my 4 plot of land as we speak today is gone because I'm not Igbo. Listen to me. If we are going to Aba, once you pass Osisioma, the next community where you have Navy base, that area is called Umueka, before Obakala or the rest. If you follow it as you're going to Imo State, between Owerenta, between Umueka, that area where you have the Navy base, to Owerenta, I have 4 plots of land that have been taken from me from Igbo people. Courtesy, ONYIBE, Igbo. Thunder will fire all of you. We couldn't say this thing because we're thinking that when Biafra come, they're going to review the whole system. And then go and look at my appreciation later when I left IPOB useless criminal. I said one day in Biafra justice system, I will make an appeal. But now I see nothing like fucking Biafra. No fucking Biafra. Take your Biafra to your community. Don't stop disturbing us, Nigeria. And Reuben Abati said what is true. All of you that, he's hating Igbo. Reuben Abati. But this is the truth. And then as Igbo truthful person, now that you are buying land everywhere in other people's region, and you don't want to sell your own land to us, do you think this Nigeria will contain all of us? Listen, the cross we are called to carry is not an iron cross. It is a wooden cross, just that it is painted with iron color. Don't let anybody deceive you. You cannot be wrong and get right. For us to be a progressive nation, Nigeria, that we desire for, that we long for, all of us must be like Reuben Abati, releasing the naked truth, irrespective of whose ought is God. Maybe you get it. I'm not going to talk past like this. And in case you dey listen to this broadcast, you'll be sad person. A lot of things they come up. We know if you carry anybody along. We know the problem before now, okay? Most especially if you be able person. How many wonya abo? When you hear issue that are not ukotoba. When you hear issue that are not ukotoba, and what are gonna jelly bimbo? There are a lot of things coming up. And believe me, we're going to make sure we protect our interest. Igbo Biafra people say we are lazy. We can't hustle. And that is because we allow them to be selling cocaine, other useless drug in our community. Doing Igbo Izue, another useless group, controlling us in our community. We shall expose them in the coming day. And it will not happen again. It has started already. You see the one in charge of Igbo Izue, Unity Beggars and Abo. They give the man dirty slap. I wish the people there, if I was there, it is firewood we used to finish him. You see the one happening in Mushin, Ladipo, Lagos. Their leader is now in Abuja. Then when we do this thing for 2 years, I will see Igbos are intelligent. Igbos are unique. Igbo are the best. Is it because we kept you quiet to the wrong paro of our village? You are not satisfied with the extent we allow you. You can't ask for allowance. My God, use your head. Use your head. With what we have suffered in your hand, we cannot endanger the next generation of our people to go through that thing in your hand. Please hate me. I'm not in diaspora. I'm in Nigeria. Pull your shot. That will be the last thing you will do, because I am your destiny and I'm your doom. Understand? I've not boasted with politicians. I've not boasted with army. I've not boasted. No. I have no power of my own. I have no power of my own. Holy Spirit, I look up to you. Save me. I have no power of my own. Be fooling yourself. Our heritage, our culture, our tradition, everything you have tempered with, we're going to be reviewing them in the coming days. The problem is that you are not going to get us. Because all of you, we have started suing you before the United Nations. We have started suing you before Putin. We have started suing you before Netanyahu. We have started suing you before China, Japan. We will sue you everywhere suable. Allow us to be. But what do we have? We want transparent Nigeria. We want progressive Nigeria. We want beautiful Nigeria. We want our one loving Nigeria. Let me see if I can still remember Nigerian national anthem. Nigeria, we hail thee. Let me not bite my tongue. We're going to sing that song. This is our one Nigeria. There's nothing you will do. Oh, to bear. Money, oh, to bear. Bring out your lie. You will see us at the place of authority. You will see us at the city gate. And if you say you are God, we will put your righteousness to the test. So, fellow Nigerians, if you are Igbo, Reuben Abati is trying to diffuse you from that garbage they've installed you. You know, computer people say garbage in, garbage out. They put a lot of garbage in your mind. And now you think I'm your enemy. I'm here to save Igbo. And that is what we're going to do. Saving Igbo from self-destruction. Saving Igbo from disgracing themselves. Because you see this one. The time we are buying is so the correct Igbo people begin to use their head. If you don't use your head, you will understand the true meaning of woto. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. Because at the end of the day, by interpretation of English, he who do he, do he. When a born man tell you that and I'm telling you, Igbo people dead or alive, you don't even know what I'm saying. But let me tell you in English, simply means he who do he, do he. You get the point. If you don't get the point, forget about it. So Nigerian, look at how Reuben Abati said the truth. This is what we need. Awusa have accepted the truth. Middle bet are not tenants. Gwari Nupe, Awusa is Awusa, Fulani is Fulani. Let it be that way. We are never tired to decolonize us. Now, no guess sense. Everybody don't go back to their tent. Igbo people still they jump up and oh, Benin is disturbing us. Oh, Agba is Igbo. Any moment from now, I'm going to publish some of Agbo dialect. I'll try and make it up to 200 dialect in Agbo. Sorry. You know, uncompleted building. That is how it is. That is challenges we face anyway. I'm going to write some of the dialects in Eka language. We don't speak Igbo language. We speak Eka language, Agbo dialect. I'm going to bring out all of them. And then maybe Igala people will come and claim Anyoma very soon. Maybe Ijaw will come and claim Anyoma very soon. Maybe Yoruba will begin to claim Anyoma. And Benin will begin to claim Anyoma. And Igbo people will begin to claim Anyoma. Because what we speak in Agbo invariably end up taking some Ijaw, some Benin, some Yoruba, some Igbo, some Igala, and that is how we form our language. Let me tell you, the maternal home I come from, Umunede, to be precise, my maternal home, their family lineage, their name is Oshunde, and I don't know what they mean in Igbo. Oshunde is a Yoruba name, but I found out where they started from. Their father is a high priest. No wonder he gave birth to Chano, which happens to run in the last lineage of the Omo or Inyese of Umunede. Omeni Wonyu Munede Rego Mountain. I come from the lineage of the last Omo nwa chanu nwa tuke nwa osunde ndị dumu ile je ebe ahụ kenno bịa nwata agwa na ejele bụ bimbo. I come from, you see the Omo of Okpana. She's a queen mother. I come from my mother's side. I come from the lineage of queen mothers. You go to Ekukuabo, go and trace the queen mothers of Ekukuabo. I am bloodly related to them. And so you see, royalty runs in my vein. When you try to talk me down, this is the life I choose to. And that is because I must save the Igbo son. I must save the Yoruba son. I must save the Hausa son. And it must not be on the expense of the sons and daughters of minority. If you got sense, you got sense. If you don't got sense, Igbo Biafra, you are the useless one that is talking rubbish. Drop your insult on my comment section. I will follow you up. But understand, it is not your hatred that drives us. Nigerians, if you want us to get a brighter future, follow the path of Reuben Abati. Say the holistic truth. Come out nakedly. The highest they can do is the idiot, foolish man, blah, 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 blah. That is the end. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's go to my comment section and see those who are there trying to insult me. I see ONYIBE. I greet you, ONYIBE, my brother. I see Abdul Salam bin Muhammad. I greet you, Abdul Salam. I see Good Luck Sifu. I greet you. Good morning from here. He said, thank you for the truth. God Almighty is your strength. Of course, he is my muzzle. If you say it's my strength, there is a limitation. Say God Almighty is your muzzle. Criminals. You know, when they were messing me up, they thought when they don't give me a recharge card, I won't come online. And now they can actually told them to leave me, that I will fizzle out. I will outlive all of them. It's a promise I made them. I see McDonald's, he say, you stand alone if you don't know better. No and no peace. Yes, I am one man squad, McDonald, you are correct. I am standing alone because you see where I come from. There is an adage that say, my people are not scalawags. I must be tested. I must be tried. And I must be proven. But for your information, Anyoma people are not scalawags like Igbo Biafra criminal like you. I am one man squad. Watch me very closely. I work with Igbo people on Igbo Biafra. I work with Igbo people on Back to Your Roots. I work with Igbo people on every platform. I saw they were criminal. I tried to work with them in the Fato government. They were criminal. Asare Dokobo run. Pew. Go and ask Uchenna Asegbu Mio. Go and ask Nande Uchuka for me. For go and ask Obi. Asare Dokobo run. I was supposed to be. They appointed me. Go and ask Obi Diobinu. He told me to be the next Biafra de facto customary government president. But now I'm supposed to be muguing Igbo people like McDonald's. I say, yes, I'm George ONYIBE. I am the warlord of Biafra de facto government. Now, all of you contribute money. You are a mugu. You are a cow. You are going to contribute money for me. But I won't do that to you. Because what we do in life echoes into eternity. And I'm telling you that when we are done with our job, everything we have done today will echo into eternity. Our deed here on earth as Homo sapiens will last beyond the pyramids of Egypt. McDonald gets sense. And for day now, is it not Aslam Udowele that is the president of Biafra de facto government? So I'm supposed to be there. And some of the problem I have with them is I say no. I've got to the end of the road. Yes, we belong together, and you know that I'm right. How could you love me and leave me? I'll never say goodbye. Girl, I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. Girl, each time I try, I just break down in code. Spin around all around me day. Spin and rolling and roll. All that we've got till the end of the road. We are not at the end of the road. I told them, no, I am done. Maybe I would have been shouting, obedient, obedient. How did they say? LUP 71, LUP 72. It never do. No man in a jabuki move for nyampiamani. Look at McDonald's. Look at his name, Dollars Nyoshi. People who will sell their father, sell their mother, sell their children, sell their siblings for money. Where I come from, we use money. Money don't use us. I am McDonald's look for better insult. He said, just imagine. He has spoken Igbo. Does Igbo have language? Can you tell me the history of Igbo people? When did we start hearing Igbo? This is the shame, the disgrace we will be exposing all of you. When I speak Igbo, I say it's Igbo. Does Igbo have a village? Only Igbo community is bigger than the whole southeast. And you that is occupying less than 2 plots of land want to claim me that I come from you, then you must be a stinking lazy idiot. I spoke Igbo. Who told you it's Igbo? Does Igbo have language? Very soon now they will incorporate English and French into Igbo. How many Igbo people can speak Igbo without using English? Nah, man, it's risky. It's risky Igbo, and with time, Google will help you incorporate it into dictionary. You now begin to drag that risky wafundi Igbo. Don't worry, God will help you. I was looking at that idiot, Dibia, one useless Dibia, having discussion with one Enuane. I'm trying to find out who that Enuane man is. And the Dibia of Undi Igbo, Ndi Atoro, was saying that Igbo predict Egypt. Igbo were here before Egypt came. The Dibia of Enuane now say, do you mean the Igbo predict the Caucasian, the Arabians, and other ethnic groups that were here from time immemorial? He couldn't answer. But he was still saying, him and Andy Igbo mean ancient people. Who told you are fucking ancient? Who the fucking gave you ancient? You that British created, Yoruba people, be sincere, were you call Yoruba people 2,000 years ago? Were there anything like Yoruba 2,000 years ago? I could look at Hausa with cornea eye and believe there was something like Hausa 2,000 years ago. But were there anything, if there is nothing like Yoruba 2,000 years ago, how could they be Igbo? Igbo, goof. Igbo mean goofs. Igbo. How could you be? But you don't have sense. Tell you are insulting me. Insult me so that I disgrace your father and your mother very well. You stand alone. Have you seen me? Since I start this journey, you don't see anybody near me. But one with God is majority. The same way I finish this work, Igbo people will start calling me. Yoruba will start calling me. Hausa will start calling me. Abo will start calling me. But I mean none of you harm. Release the next generation. It's as simple as that. This is not too much to ask. But Yoruba have relaxed. Hausa have relaxed. They realize their mistake. But Igbo Atoro who think money is everything, they will not rest. Look at Mark useless dollars. Shameless. I'm speaking Igbo. Don't you have language? Got out there, I see Blade, Edo voice. Agree to Blade. I see Nande Okpara. We see scavenger hiding in microphone. The same way Nande cannot hide the microphone. Shebi was there shouting, I am a powerful man. I can decide who live and who die. I can do this. But now he's begging for release. His wife, Uchechi Kano, very pathetic, is going now through Uche Nasiebu Omiomio to beg Asare. Please help us beg Tinubu. They did not know that Tinubu and Asare is not on the same path again. You can talk to him, let him release us. Is it not microphone Nnamdi Kanu used to destroy Igbo people brain? Nnamdi Okpara Atoro. One animal when no fit finish secondary school can radio Biafra. I'm Nnamdi Kanu. I am here to fight for Igbo. Okpara, an idiot like your kind, started down. Oh, he's a savior. Holy, holy, holy. Idiot Okano. He's another savior. Go and bring him out now, Mumu. The words that when he come out, he become Omeno Handi Igbo. Nothing more. But the part you people have set our feet upon, you have not started crying. I'm a scavenger, and I accept that. Atoro. Is this microphone now the kind of used to disorientate and destroy Igbo land? We will use this microphone to strain you alive and deliver you. We are here to deliver you. Nothing more. We don't want to kill you. We want to deliver you. I see Mercy, Ekwasi. I greet you, Mercy. I greet you, Mercy. Where are they? Where are the Igbo Biafrod Mugu? Drop your insult, Mark Dollar. Igbo people make dollar rice. Igbo people make cement rice. Igbo people make sand. Mark useless dollars. Understand. The problem of Nigeria is found by Igbo people from behind the scene. How many Igbo people believe that P2B was actually sponsored by Biafra people? When I start having problem with them and I pull out from them is because I said I will not campaign for Peter Obi. Because before Peter Obi came out and followed Atiku, I know how much Peter Obi and Atiku share for Nnamdi Kanu and his family member. Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu. He's having problem with their volunteer. Because those boys who think they were fighting for the betterment of Nigeria discovered that it was all about money. Benjamin Madubugu have to even go and call army people in Anambra to help him defend himself from Igbo youth who discovered the truth. Mark Dollars. We know all these things now. We know all these things. I had a meeting with P2B in Enugu. Go and ask P2B. That IPOB meeting they called in Enugu, that ADELEYE Jimako and somebody came to talk to you one-on-one. I was the person. Go and ask ADELEYE Jimako. I was representing IPOB that confronted P2B in company of ADELEYE Jimako, so he could use his illegal certificate to defend the hopelessness. And then all they conclude, okay, Igbo must be president. Let's push it. After betraying us, come and rule Nigeria now. Useless people. He say, if you I beg you, look for insult and give me. Don't generalize it. Mark Dollars, Atoro. That is why before you hardly see Igbo woman that is a prostitute. But today, 99.9% of Nigerians doing Olosho in diaspora are all Igbo people. The worst part of it is that you Biafra people are the one taking your sisters, including your mother, to do Olosho because you want to prove you are greater than me. Don't worry. We are a game changer. We will change this game for you. Don't worry. Put your insult. We know how it's going to end already. The same way we know how Biafra will end. My happiness is that when people like Uche Mefo and those who know the truth are listening to these broadcasts, they will know this is the promise I make them. In the coming days, we will tell you how it ends. He said, but you did not sing with us, holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. I vividly remember. Yes, I did. Until I discovered I was betrayed. It was all lie. You would have reminded me that I went to Abenokpabe, 2 different shrines, as directed by Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu took me to 2 different shrines to defend Igbo. And that is what I'm doing today. Because Nnamdi Kanu is not a friend of Igbo. He has never protected the interest of Igbo. But that Arochukwu, that Ebinokpabe, that secret shrine, all of them will kill him. I did. What we were doing was not against anybody. It was to get the attention of those in leadership. Then maybe restructure will come in. In the coming days, we'll talk about the ongoing restructure and why the majority of Nigerians must stand up to the occasion. Criminal. He didn't sing it. I didn't delete my broadcasts. They are still there. Some of them I may not be very proud to defend. But whatever the case may be, I will take the fall. It is me. Nobody will take the fall for me. That is why I'm different. Atoro. Useless set of criminal. Low-life criminal. Criminal. Drop your insult, Igbo Mugu, Igbo Biafra. Drop your insult. Mumu criminals everywhere. Nigeria did it. Nigeria did it. Reuben Abati did this. Reuben said the truth. If we want to save Nigeria, every Nigerian must go and emulate from Reuben Abati and start saying the truth. And when the truth is coming from a genuine intention, you will discover all will be well. All will be well. All will be well. Well, this is where I bring the broadcast to an end. A lot of Igbo Biafra will come and drop their insult later on. When I like, I respond to them. When I don't like, I don't respond to them. But those of you who know what is obtainable, peace. Thank you. Goodbye for now.